Again,
What's up?
another week.
No.
More problems. More disappointments. Welcome to the playground chat, guys. My name is Chuma. I'm with my brother.
I go by the name of Ntshinga Time. Welcome to the playground chat, the best sports cast in the land. What's Gucci, brother?
Hey,
What's going on?
It's hot today in Cape Town. One thing.
Beautiful day, bro.
Hot, yeah, bit of a problem. I'm sorry for this attire. This is unlike me, but I can't do it.
But are you, bro?
What?
A wife beater. My niggas in the wife beater today. It's in a wife beater. Oh, for those who don't know, a South African audience, a wife beater is a vest. I'm not accusing my nigga of any type of GBV. Nah, he ain't that. We don't play that here.
Not on that.
But yeah, he's in a wife beater because it's hot. Yeah, man, how you doing? How's things? How's the week been?
Hey, bro. Hey, you know, as a sports guy, I haven't had a good week in a while. About supporting a club that makes you constantly think about, yo, why am I doing this? Do I have to put myself through this? There's no need for me to do this, but I'm doing it still. Hurting, yeah, bro. But obviously, other than that, I call the man even. I've got my family, I've got my girl, you know, I'm good. Yeah, but otherwise, everything's a little bit as pot again. But I'm good, bro.
Yeah,
how you been?
No, easy, dog. You know, strength to strength. Fourth week of I'm wearing my club colors today.
Yes.
I thought, I would show y'all that it's a real deal. I brought some of my trophies with me to show y'all that, yeah, it's the real deal. A lot of people have been questioning online why I got the head coach role, and well, speaks for itself. So yeah, man, it's been a good week. Fourth week of preseason, we played 2 preseason games against good opposition. 2 sides that will be in the competition that will be playing at the month end. So yeah, man, the first one we drew 1-1 with Porto, but I feel like the balance of the game, we played a great 60 minutes. I think it's only a fitness, very demanding style of play, aggressive counter pressing. So when it gets to those 60 minutes, we need to work on it. My strength and conditioning coach is going to work on it this week. He knows what he needs to do. Okay. Players are going to be crying. But yeah, other than that, man, it's been good. Played another one yesterday. We're getting there in terms of technicality, in terms of the way we want to play. I think in terms of the way I want to play, we're about 80% of the way there. Obviously, we'll always learn. We'll always be adaptable. But the more focus for me is also like in life, if my football club is going happy and I'm going well, then I'm happy. I feel everything else professionally can sometimes be put on the back burner. Not because there's nothing that goes wrong in life, but I feel like I always say, a man who complains, we got to go check it. We got to go check him.
Man who complains.
Yeah, we got to go check him.
Well,
unless you're complaining about Maresca, then there's a valid reason.
Right now, I'm about to complain.
There's a valid reason.
Thank you for the liking. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for sharing, guys. Really appreciate it. This is episode 15. Damn. Like I said, back to back. We're not stopping. We're trying to be as more consistent for y'all. There's new things that we're getting into, but shout out for the support. Really appreciate it. We're going to get into why I say I want to complain right now. Let's get into the Premier League.
Premier League, let's go.
Starting with the Premier League. The first game of the Premier League. I come home from work on a Friday. It's a Friday. Land at home. Cook nice chow. Polio. Now it's time to watch my team that has played this team maybe 4 or 5 days ago in a different competition, which we lost narrowly, but this was now the game to prove that was a mistake. You see what I'm saying? And I think after watching that performance, my club is Chelsea. After watching that performance, I can now see that there is no plan B.
So you agree with my point?
I don't agree fully.
But you agree the fact that
there's
your guy doesn't really know what he's doing.
100%. Because we lost Madueke in the first half. Sancho came on. There you go. There we go. What I said to you. Let me say that to you.
I have to concede.
Sancho
needs to go.
cannot defend.
But he needs to go with Maresca. They need to leave together.
Sancho can leave my club. I'm good. Thank you for your services, my brother. But you are not the player that will work for us. Unfortunately. I'm sorry. There was nice glimpses. There was passes. There were good football. But yet again, same situation. Sancho gets the ball, doesn't attack the man, goes back, kills the counter. We move back. We move him backwards. Brighton is moving forward. First goal, Mitoma, brilliant goal. Keeper should have saved that, but it was too picture perfect of a goal that it had to be a goal. So brilliant from a Mitoma. The other two goals is just poor defending and just lack of concentration in defense, and Yazi what is we fumbled, we crumbled under pressure, and at the end of the day, I'm not mad at the result. The only thing I'm mad at is that it's bright. Because those bros really want to be rivals yet. Because now, that loss, bro, that was the worst performance in a Chelsea t-shirt of 2024 that I've ever seen. Poor. And then you've got the bench, you've got to handballs. We 3-0 down, brother. We don't need these type of things, brother. So Chelsea lost that game 3-0.
Let me interject. Maresca is bad. He's an assistant coach. He's not yet got to the point where he's a head coach because he has no idea what to do when things are falling apart. Sometimes it's not a tactical thing. Sometimes it's not working. Pull these guys together and tell them to fuck off and run for the team. Show some hunger. Show some desire. Show some balls to play for the club. When things are going bad, when we go behind, we don't have a player who takes the game by the scruff of the neck. We don't have a coach who has an idea to take a game by the scruff of the neck. We cannot play when it's crappy. We cannot play when it's bad. Everything needs to go our way to win a match. That's not how it works at the highest level of football. And the quicker that Chelsea fans realize that this is Chelsea, and I will never accept it that Maresca can be the guy or Pochettino or we're rebuilding. We're going to rebuild forever. If you haven't seen Arsenal rebuilding forever, if you haven't watched Man United rebuild forever, I will continue to say that. If Chelsea don't wake the fuck up now and realize that, no, we've spent too much money. The players we have are of a high quality. The players we have are of a higher quality than the manager we have. The manager we have is a poorer quality. He needs to cut his teeth. He needs to be going to Coach Como's and like everybody else. Pep Guardiola started in the B team. Even Pep started in the B team. This guy comes from Leicester, which was the richest club in the championship. Spent the most money in the championship. So he was supposed to win the league. He won the league. He struggled when in the second half of the league with last season. Why did he struggle? Because he refused to change it up. He's a one-trick pony. He's that girl who can only do the missionary. Nah, take the bitch out of there. Get the girl out the house, nigga. Get the girl out the house.
That's all?
That's all? Nah, get out the house, nigga. That's my Maresca piece. I feel like it's gonna become a systemic thing. And the worst part about it, Chuma, is that the post-match press conference. In the post-match press conference, this guy is speaking. He's like, my mandate here at Chelsea was to get us in the Champions League in 2 seasons. Say what? And you accepted that? If the board member, if I came as the new Chelsea coach, and the board said in 2 seasons, Champions League, I said, no, in 2 seasons I'm fighting for the title. I'm at Chelsea. And for you to have the nerve to go on worldwide television and tell millions of Chelsea fans all across the world that bullshit, I don't know. You're telling me the guy that grew up with Lampard, Drogba, we had Balak, we had Shevchenko sitting on the bench. What do you mean we can't? We had one of the top strikers, a Ballon d'Or winner, sit on the bench and collect dust. We are the guy who don't care about you. You're here to make us win. If you do not perform, you're out the door. I don't know where this has changed. This wasn't an owner thing, it became a cultural thing for Chelsea. When Tuchel came, he made sure. When Tuchel came, he made sure. He said, look, I made a club that wants to win things, an ambitious club. Top 4 is not good enough for Chelsea. And it might have been good enough for this season, but this season it looks like it's in jeopardy. If Nottingham Forest finish on top of Chelsea, Enzo Maresca, next season, and Enzo Maresca still coach, I wash my hands. I'm done. I'm supporting Brighton.
Yeah, there's a thing when you look at it. A lot of people have been questioning like how he handles this post and the things that he's saying, thinking like it's a little bit impactful to the players. Like when it was when we were playing really well and people started making the suggestion that Chelsea's in the title race and trying to get into our heads. Yeah, well, a lot of pundits, if I may say, Jamie Carragher actually was saying like when you started losing the games, saying that the things that you say to players are something that they're gonna start believing. Yeah, but you tell them that listen, the plan now is not to make top 4 and all of that. The players are also gonna go into the field going with this mediocre ass football. So there is some fault to how Chelsea's playing. Maresca himself. But
also tactically.
Yeah, no.
He's been doing the same thing. We know where Kukure's gonna come up. Kukure's gonna come up in the off space. We know that Noni Madueke is gonna be wide. We know that Palmer's gonna occupy the off space next to Madueke. We know what the front three is on. I can write down today what they're going to do tomorrow. And you play in the Premier League where they have analysts and scouts for everything, and you think he's gonna get away with it. Come and get.
Anyway, let's move. That's a 3-0. It's too personal. I'm sorry.
Easy. Show them your work, bro. It's easy.
Anyways, Saturday we got into more games. Arsenal played Leicester. Arsenal beat Leicester 2-0. Amazing game. No, apparently I didn't watch it. I see the Arsenal post. Ethan Nwaneri, so he's a star boy of
against Leicester.
Hey man, I don't want to. Let's just leave the amateur.
Arsenal fans, name the last player that has come from your academy that is actually world class. Don't worry, we'll wait 30 episodes.
Next game, moving on. Aston Villa played Ipswich. Ipswich scored first, and Aston Villa had to struggle a bit, and they found an equalizer. Really on the I don't know who scored. Let me double check here for you. Most of these games I missed. I'm not gonna lie. Most of these games I did miss. Who scored for Aston Villa? But it doesn't look like Aston Villa are competing really well when you look at it. They were. What's going on?
I think it's just the ownership and also the PSL rules. I feel they invested a lot of money in a lot of good players, but then the PSL rules wouldn't allow them to keep all their good players. They had to sell some of their good players just so that they can maintain and not be banned from the league and not get sanctioned or points deducted. So I think that's the major reason why, because they're going through that process of constantly recycling players. And I think that's a terrible, terrible thing to do, to constantly recycle players. Man.
Okay. It was Willie Delap, striker I've been telling you about, and Ollie Watkins scored for Aston Villa in the 68th minute. Nice. Fulham hosted Nottingham Forest. Fulham won that game 2-1, beating Nottingham Forest, so took some points still, man. Beautiful. Unexpected game. Man City went to go play Newcastle. Well, Newcastle came to City at Etihad, and it was a 4-0 victory for me in Man City. Mamush scoring a hat trick. I didn't see the game.
beautiful football. You know, I always encourage young coaches. If you're a young coach, even if you don't like him, you must watch one Pep game a week. The man is amazing. Yes, he bought the new players, all of the star players in the last game, in the last match that they won this match, were all new signings.
Yeah.
The best defender was Kusharov. The best attacker was Mamu. So clearly, they know what they're doing from the scouting network down to the offshore accounts that they pay the players in, down to the corruption, you know. And also, you know, it's very fishy that all of a sudden they've got all of these ethnic players, how to use the word.
Coming to the rank.
Anyway, but yeah, so it's one of those things. I feel like they play beautiful football. And I also think Newcastle came in with the wrong strategy. They've been attacking everyone. They should have just came and lost 5-0 because they lost 4 already, trying to play in a different way. They should have came and taken the 5 because they had nothing to. They were gonna at the 80-yard. They were going to lose because Newcastle cannot play in a low block. They don't have good enough defenders. You know, about Fabian Shah. You can't tell me you're going to be a low block and Fabian Shaw's your man. Fabian Shaw loses his attacker every day. He loses his attacker more times than Courage the Cowardly Dog runs away from the ghosts. That's the funniest cartoon. His name is Courage, but he's cowardly. It's crazy. Wow. It's wild. But yeah, man, that was one of the games that I watched. Execution from Man City, beating a good team like Newcastle. But Man City are very inconsistent. I do think they might draw or lose their next match, judging by the trajectory of their season. But yeah.
Liverpool.
Liverpool are playing today. They're playing Wolves.
No, I think the next game for City is Liverpool.
Yeah, then they're definitely going to take an L there.
I hope they beat Liverpool.
I want Liverpool to win the league. I'd rather Liverpool win the league. Liverpool fans are going to make a noise, but I can always remind them that it's only 2 in 22 years. Okay. You know, unlike our 6. So I don't want to talk too much. I don't talk, to Liverpool fans much. I give them, if Man City win the league again, now they're getting into numbers that in a short space of time they've killed our history. So it's enough now. And the young boys that we coach are Man City fans. They make a noise in the changing room. You know, they don't know what Drogba and a Lampard, so they can't attest that Lampard was better than De Bruyne. You know, so we need to win. They can't win anymore. Enough is enough. Thank you, Madrid. They'll get there. Let's push.
Southampton at home continue their poor form.
Southampton is the worst team ever.
Yeah, you said.
Ever in the Premier League history. Ever since 1992, there's no team that's been worse than this.
Oh,
let me just give you a rundown on the table. Southampton. Tottenham is 15. Tottenham is 15, sorry. Southampton are equal right now to the lowest point tally in Premier League history. 9. Derby County 2008, 2009, 2010, 2008, 2009, they had 9 points.
In the
whole season.
That means they still have 13 games to go.
At least. They need one more point to be not the worst.
They win all the games.
No, they need one more point to be not the worst. They're going down. They must forget about winning 13 games. They must get a draw not to be the worst team ever. That's all they must worry about. Yeah, moving on.
Bournemouth.
Last game.
Yeah, they decimated Southampton. 3-1.
Is a good sign.
West Ham back at it. Graham Potter with his woeful football. Lost 1-0 to Brentford.
West Ham is woeful. It's a cultural thing, I did say to you. West Ham can get Carlos Alberto Pereira. You still won't win. I'm making a reference to Bafana birthday. Sorry. It's a joke, guys. Bafana's good now. Thank you, Bruce. But you can get in a World Cup winning coach. And West Ham won't play well. But Brentford is a good side. Johan Wissa and Brian Mbuemo are the best 2 attackers for me as a duo. In the league.
And the last game was Everton versus Crystal Palace. Moyes continues his pure run off. In the last 4-5 games, I think he's won 3, drawn 1.
What a homecoming.
He's back. Everton are back. They drew with Liverpool. Remember, Liverpool went to the FA Cup. They played their third team or their second team because they were resting the first team to play the Merseyside third. And then they drew to Moyes. So technically, it was a waste. They got knocked out of the FA Cup to go draw with Everton. Anyways, that's just a little bit of information if you didn't know. That's it for the Premier League. There are games today that will be happening. I think he is. Turn the ends away. We've got Liverpool playing Wolves. Oh, wow! And Tottenham versus Man United. Oh, nice.
A middle of the table clash.
A middle. It's a middle.
Dog, I'm laughing. When have you ever heard like a Man United and Tottenham game be called a middle of the table clash? How times have changed.
It's crazy. 14 and 15. How many points? 29 and 20 and 30. 1 point difference. So if they...
this is to my homie Luthando. I know he's going to be watching this. 15 and 14. Bro, come on. Come to the blue side, brother. Come on. Yeah, get out. Embarrassing.
They'll be back, man. They'll be back. One season doesn't define career.
Season?
Maresca, redemption season.
Oh, my word.
Oh,
my word.
Anyway, that's it for the Premier League, bro.
Champions League
fixtures. Oh.
Yeah, we had a Champions League week this week.
Okay.
Remember, I thought the press were in a good position.
I told you about the press.
Not everyone likes Brest, dog. You know what I mean? So you know what I mean?
Like PSG don't play. They don't play.
Yeah. So PSG slapped the Brest 3-0. Yeah, man. Dembele is just something else right now. Dembele is on fire. Did you watch the game? Or did you hear about the game? See some highlights?
No, I didn't. I haven't. Yeah, except when I say I haven't watched football. You know, I haven't. It's been a minute. And I've got them pulled
there's
up.
There's been a couple of good results.
Tuesday on the 11th, Brest played the Paris Saint-Germain and they lost 3-0. I don't know if it was entertaining, but Brest lost at home and it's 3. So you going to PSG, it doesn't look good.
They're both French, so it's
bad. They'll just drive to York. PSG Eindhoven lost to Juve at home.
The big side. I told you the big side of prevailing that game.
We had a beautiful Sporting Lisbon versus Borussia Dortmund.
I got that one horribly wrong.
Dortmund beat Lisbon 3-0. Yeah. And then, what did I tell you? Real Madrid.
Told you.
No, leave this.
Oh, I didn't.
Real Madrid versus Man City. Madrid wins that game 3-2.
Yeah.
I think everyone watched that game.
Yeah. I think what I said was true in a bit, but the results didn't reflect it. I think they got dominated, Madrid. Yeah. They got dominated, they say the way I would. They get dominated every time they play against a team that knows how to keep possession. But I just think, this competition, if it was in the league, they would have lost 3-0. But when they play in the Champions League, I don't know.
Because even the last goal, why is Edison chesting a baller into the defensive and then...
I think Edison's washed.
Edison's washed?
You were right. I think you said it before, but Edison didn't watch. He's washed.
I didn't say.
He's one of the best in the world. But I
don't know. No, but he's gotten 6 assists, the most assists in Premier League history. He's currently the best goalkeeper ever, right now.
But assisting, what does assisting have to do with goal keeping? Come on, he's chesting balls into opposition players, and he's the best.
He's got 6, bro.
My under 14 keeper could have held on to that one.
Wednesday, Club Brugge played Atalanta. Club Brugge won 2-1. Beat Atalanta. Celtic played Bayern Munich. Bayern beat them 2-1 at home. Feyenoord versus AC Milan. Feyenoord beat AC Milan 1-0. Interesting. It's going to be interesting. The second leg.
A big fallen giant.
Yes. And your Monaco versus Benfica. Benfica wins that game 1.
I did say Benfica would win.
Yeah.
I thought Milan would have too much for Feyenoord. I knew Bayern would have too much for Celtic. I thought Atalanta would have too much for Club Brugge. It shows, don't bet. Let's go.
That's it from the Champions League and the Premier League side. What we got up at Casa, bro?
Local is lekker.
Yeah, bro.
Moja kanjani?
Yeah,
so yeah, bro. The PSL games continued this week. We had a couple of games. Let me just quickly get to that page. So yeah, during the week, on the 11th of Feb, on the 9th actually, let's start there. On the 9th of Feb, we're supposed to have a KZN derby between Golden Arrows, but Royal and Dinamali back at it again. With Adinamali problems, Sekekune drew 1-1 with Supersport United.
Okay.
Supersport United are continuing their poor form. Kevin Hunt is very uncharacteristic of his teams to be so poor. Then on Tuesday the 11th, TX Galaxy. TX Galaxy did the beautiful thing and beat Sundowns for the rest of the league.
Wow.
They beat Sundowns for the league. Siyabongela, siyabonga lapho, abo Vici, esikhulumile ngabo Vici. Siyabongela ama Vici. Nubamelo Vici, Lalo Vici. Siyabongela. Nenze kakhulu mfanami. Beautiful.
So now you're on 7 losses. Pirates on 7.
Pirates, I'll give you the table rundown. Pirates are 3 losses, Sundowns have 2, so we're 3 points behind.
Okay.
Three points behind. So the league is back on.
Okay.
Being 6 points behind Sundowns is over, but now it's still on because Sundowns we still have to play the derby again. Yes, we beat them, but it's a big game. And Chiefs, when they play against us, they ask one full game. It costs us biggest full game. So it'll be tough for Pirates, more tough for Pirates than Sundowns because teams normally give up, except. I told you, TX Galaxy are going to be rigid. Teams like that can be rigid. I think Sekokune will give them a good game, but that's it. And Cape Town City in Cape Town. Those are the 3 games. When Sundowns play here in Cape Town, we definitely will go watch. We're gonna make sure that we're winning Cape Town City, even though we Pirates by heart. Yeah. But we need to make sure Sundowns loses it. We'll move on to the Nedbank Cup while we're in the local. Yep. This weekend it wasn't a PSL weekend. We had the Nedbank Cup. In the Nedbank Cup yesterday, Kaizer Chiefs, the Glamour Boys, got a great result. They beat Chippa United 3-0. Let's hope they can, for Chiefs fans' sake, bring that into the league form. I think the league does better when Chiefs is also doing better commercially. So they need to do well. Yeah. Orlando Pirates also played yesterday against Baroka. Pirates also did what they're supposed to do. They won 3-1. They had a great goal. The third goal, hat-trick from Tsehofa Sumabasa. The third goal was 26 passes before the goal. It was one of the most beautiful build-up goals we've had in a while. Beautiful goal. I'm not just because I'm a Pirates fan, but I'm a guy who watches every game as a coach. So I was very impressed with Chiefs. But Pirates, just the way that they give each other the ball, it makes me understand why Sundowns had the approach of giving Pirates the ball and sitting back and hitting them on the break. Because if you try to press Pirates, press at your own risk. Because I can't get it, Baba. Could flashlight. And then we had another game. Marumo Gallants beat Amazulu 1-0. Marumo Gallants always does well in the Nedbank Cup. And then Sekokune was supposed to play on Dinamali. But they've already gone through.
There hasn't
been an update. It's gone quiet. They might put under the rug, because of the Apple, the nose and the chair. That team, Apple nose and chair team. They took. She's part of that team, so they never get arrested. I mean, look at Danny Jordan. His case is getting postponed every 2 minutes, every 3 minutes because, he's a tycoon and he's part of the, Apple's nose and chairs. Apple noses and chairs. But that's it for the Nedbank Cup. There will be more games. Today, yes, Sundowns is playing Penny, home defenders.
I'm supporting Penny home defenders. I'm going to start watching the games every Tuesday at 9 a.m.
I think Penny don't even play in the NFD. I think they play in
the lower
regionally. Yeah.
Regionally.
Yeah, that means they play in ABC, so they play in the regional league.
So they play next to where you park a car and then up as much.
Yes.
Nah.
They play in the regional.
I will come watch your games, Gents. But they have social media, anything?
I'm not sure. I haven't. But I'm going to move on quickly to some combat sports.
Yeah.
I'm going to run through some UFC stuff. We had UFC Fight Night 251. I'm going to talk about the main event only. Jared Cannonier, 40-year-old middleweight, the killer gorilla they call him. Showed he still got it. He beat somebody, Gregory Rodriguez, who we call Robocop. We thought Robocop was the new killer in middleweight. But yeah, he got stopped in the fourth round. They brutally finished him in the fourth round. Yeah, back to the drawing board for Robocop. I guess it's not a robo. I guess it's just a South African cop. Easy to beat up.
Hey yo, shout out to the police service 10111 for pulling up every time we need you. Call the police 1 hour later. You guys are at the doorstep every single time. We appreciate
you. Trying to get the case.
You trying to understand what had happened. Why did the robber come to your house at that specific time? Thank you for your help.
And left all the other houses.
Left the other house and came to yours. Why? Did you know the guy?
Thank you. What was he wearing? But I wasn't home. But what do you think?
Shout out.
Welcome to South Africa. So there's a fight night coming up soon as well. Henry Cejudo, who's called Triple C, we're a legend in the game, Olympic champion, UFC champion, two division UFC champion, and an Olympic gold medalist in America wrestling. You know, so one of the legends. Yes, he's lost his last 2 fights, but it's a big fight every time. Henry is fighting. He's fighting the bantamweight. A main event next week. Then we go on to another fight night after that. Leon Edwards is fighting JDM. Chris Olberg is fighting Jan Blauwich. Kevin Holland comes back against Gunnar Nelson. So this fight night 254 could have been a card. The only reason why it's not a card is because it doesn't have a championship. So I'm going to touch briefly on UFC 313, just briefly. Big card, co-main, Justin Gaethje, Dan Hooker.
Ooh.
Alex Pereira is fighting Magomed Ankalaev. We spoke about it earlier. You were speaking about Ankalaev being a monster. I think Ankalaev is a monster, but Ankalaev is going to have the wrong game plan. If he's going to stand in front of this man, you do not stand in front of this man. Alex Pereira is a killer. Powhatan will take you out of there with one punch. Left hook, good night. Right kick, hospital. Left hook, good night. Right kick, hospital. Alex Pereira. Ankalaev has to accumulate damage to hurt you.
Yeah,
you're right. It's a different game.
It's going to be interesting though, because Ankalaev, he hits hard. So every fight that he goes into, it's going to be a knockout, bro. He's brutal. I think he's striking, like I could compare it to Onganu, but not obviously at that level. But the way when he hits, okay, the techniques are there, but I feel like when he connects, the opponent instantly feels it.
Yeah, you can see the
reaction. It feels like a rock that just hits him, and
you can see the reaction. You see reactions out of it.
But also, yeah, he's fighting Chuma, bro.
But Chuma, but also one thing that if I were Magomed, you know what? If your surname ends in a V, where you're from, right?
Dagestan.
So what in Dagestan do they know how to do?
Wrestling.
I would shoot a takedown in the first 30 seconds of this fight.
But you can't wrestle Powhatan.
Wrestling. I would wrestle fuck the hell out of him. I would not allow this man to stand in front of him. I would make it the most. I don't care if it's boring. I'm here to win the championship. What are you here to do? If he's gonna try to make an exciting fight with Powhatan,
knock his eyes out.
One round.
And Chuma is so sneaky, bro. Uzobupolile, better out. You don't see anything. You just
he's slow, and all of a sudden he explodes. So you don't know when he's coming. He doesn't have a beat. He's very off beat. But yeah, that's my UFC wrap up. Yeah, bro. I think that's all on my side. I just want to touch a little bit on. We was going to speak about the hockey.
Yeah. I was going to touch a little bit on the hockey. Shout out to the SA Indoor hockey team.
Shout out to Krai. Shout out to Lita Krai.
Shout out to Lita Krai and Kasim.
Harlem Boy.
Yeah,
first of all, let's start there. Harlem Boy. Okay. You know, the street of champions. You know, the most famous street in LA. You know, come here. Shine, baby, shine. But yeah, shout out.
Going into SA hockey, South Africa's journey began with an 8-6 victory over host Croatia. Despite an early setback, the team adapted well, with Mustafa and Dayan Kasim playing key roles in overturning 3-1 deficit. Hans Neertling hat-trick and late goals ensured a strong start to the tournament. In their second match, South Africa delivered a competitive performance against defending champions Austria, pushing them to the limit in an 8-6 defeat. Despite leading at various stages, Austria capitalized on key moments in the final quarter to secure the win. The team rebounded and composed 5-2 victory over Poland, securing a quarterfinal berth. 3 quick goals in the second quarter established control, and a solid defensive play ensured the defensive advance to the knockout rounds. The quarterfinals, however, South Africa delivered a disciplined performance to defeat world number 2 Iran 6-0. Hey, these guys are hot, bro. These guys are hot. And I think this is their first time playing in the.
It's the first time playing. It's the first time I made it.
Oh, made
it.
Wow. What a team. No, that's a huge achievement. No, shout out. Securing their first ever indoor hockey World Cup semi-final appearance. Despite missing the experienced Justin Domelio due to injury, the team maintained structure and efficiency, with Mustafa Kasim netting a hat-trick. The semi-final challenge against Germany proved difficult. Despite an early equalizer from Depario, Langford, and a missed penalty stroke opportunity, Germany controlled the game, ultimately winning 6-1. This result made South Africa to compete for the bronze medal against Belgium. And they won against Belgium. Well done, guys.
Campione.
That's beautiful. That's beautiful. Nah, shout out. Yo, what you were saying about inviting, getting soccer players.
Yeah, no, we're gonna try to spice it up in the upcoming months. You know, give you a little bit of a lapa ex-professional, lapa professional, lapa nje, so you guys can also get the full experience of what the playground chat is about. Also to inspire aspiring athletes to know, not only watch the show, but to watch the show to get knowledge base and find out how they can also become a professional in their career and the pathways to success. But we'll get to those ones. We will announce those in time. But yeah, for the last about 10 minutes, my darling, let me up my gap. Let me give him a hiding against Siva. You know me, I give him a hidings every week.
Score 7-5, bro. Chill out.
Yeah, I gave him 2 weeks. I haven't done it in 2 weeks.
Nah,
now it's to open the gap.
We're taking a break. And then,
for you, bro.
Yeah, something like that. So, but anyways, how well do you know the Premier League? Like, this is like currently. No history, no that. Right now.
I'm alright.
Okay, that's where we are.
I'm alright.
Alright, cool. So I've got a couple of questions over here. Okay. I'm gonna need I'll just have a timer on my side. I'll just look at the time, it's fine. You get your few seconds, 30 seconds, I'll count it down, and then you get to answer the question. Alright. Let's go. So, first question. Which players had the most combined goals and assists in 2024 with 39?
Johan Wissa and Brian Bueno.
No. We're talking about this year.
Combined together as a
in
duo.
2024 with 39. Which players had the most combined goals and assists in 2024 with 39?
In the Premier League?
Yes.
Mohamed Salah's one.
I'm not going to say it.
And then the second one, Mohamed Salah's one, and the second one will be Cole Palmer.
Okay.
Correct. There's only 2 players again who do those type of numbers.
It's correct. Oh.
Cooking in my game.
Which of these players did not score a PL hat-trick in 2020?
Rashford.
Nah.
I'm sorry, Rashford gets Australia.
Matthias Cunha.
Definitely.
Cole Palmer. Bukayo Saka. And Phil Foden.
In 2024?
Yeah.
That's might not be an obvious one. Cole Palmer.
Incorrect. The answer is Bukayo Saka.
Oh, I should have thought of that. Arsenal player. Come on, should have been easy. Arsenal guys, why do you ever think your guy has something? Saka, man. Yes. Then chill or something wrong with the Arsenal thing. That's it, dog. If they give you a list of players, if it's an Arsenal player, that's wrong.
Question number 3. Which team did Ipswich beat in November to pick up their first Premier League win since 2002? Option 1, Chelsea. Option 2, Wolves. Option 3, Southampton. Option 4, Spurs.
Spurs sound like a target. Spurs.
Nah, I'm not giving you options anymore. Because it's too easy. It's too easy not giving you.
Spurs.
Spurs.
The easiest target there.
Spurs is the one. So you're on 2 now out of 3. Okay, 4th question. Which team have spent the most days at the top of the table in 2024?
Liverpool.
With 16.
Liverpool.
That was an easy one. I
feel like I did.
Nah, let's leave that one. Let's leave that one. Let's leave that one.
Next week I'm asking him about swimming. So you better be ready. You must know the Netlings and the Skumans.
Last one. Question 5. What was significant about Arsenal's 5-2 win at West Ham in November?
You giving me the same thing twice? I'm a very good about a good memory, dog. Don't forget. I might do the lala a lot, but I don't forget. Arsenal has scored the most away goals. Oh, the first team to score more than 3 away goals in more than 3 games. So there was something like that. But it's about scoring more than 4, more than 3 goals in a way. But I'll concede that I might not get it, but I'm sure I'm close. What is it actually?
All 7 goals came into. It was all 7 goals were scored in the first half.
I don't know.
That is the answer.
It has to do with that thing of Arsenal
5-2.
more goals again.
Yeah. But anyways, he's got 3, so that makes him, puts you on 10 now. 10-5, halfway. Alright. No, far, not far.
No, I'm giving you an opportunity.
Relax.
Next week, I'm doing swimming, so you better learn your Skumans, your Nietlins, your Phelpses. You better learn them. I'm joking. I'll do athletics. No, I'm joking. What do you know? Shot put. Anyway.
My brother.
Yeah, it's another one.
Episode 15, guys. Thank you
the hardest
so much.
episode, literally.
Yeah, it's hard here.
Shout out. Shout out to you. Shout out to the best delivery service in the land.
Yeah.
Cloudy Delivery. Shout out to the space. Thank you once again for hosting the best sportcast in the land. The best delivery service in the land. You know, Cloudy is all the first to do it, right?
Cloudy.
You know they.
Cloudy.
Because I can't remember.
Cloudy.
Cloud, nah, don't do that. Don't make it look like it's owned by someone. No, cloud is in the cloud.
Yeah,
but let me quick. They're the first to do that. So all the other guys who are doing it are copying.
Yeah.
Anyway, we see you.
Oh, censor
we see you. We see you.
Y'all stealing.
We see you, thieves.
Copy and paste.
Shout out.
Thank you guys for watching the episode. Keep liking, keep subscribing, keep sharing. This is the Playground Chat, episode 50. We've done it again. This is the hottest episode in the land. And send sponsors for Raman, the water bottles, and I'm passing out.
Oh, and just a quick message to all of the clubs that I'm going to play against this year. Look to the sky, cause the stars gonna guide me. I got the fire that's burning inside of me. Nigga, I make the kernel stop. Never been on the and I make a horny for that. I'm going home winning glory. Niggas, I know you be on them look corners. Plotting and scheming, they ask for the bond. They cleaning cheese, I kabuli corny. Yeah, I tell the baddies I got it. Bougie as fuck, yeah, when I got it. She check the drip, yeah, cancel I got it. Ball main dress shirt, vintage designer. Poorly, I need my bang. Been in this bitch, yeah, I got Zuam. I act the ass, yeah, Khalid Zohar.